I am Genia Bodac. I represent a Romanian entity. Congratulations, Mr. Szifron. I hadn't felt such a feeling of freshness since one of the first Almodovar films. You have this tremendous ability to provide this fresh look, create this novel look. And as of this edition of Cannes, I think you are most likely, and I'm saying this for your mother and your parents, but very sincerely, quite frankly, I think you may become one of the greatest directors in the world. We know very little about you, and this is my sincere opinion. You can ask 3 questions if you like. First question. It's a double question. We know very little about you. Where does your family come from? The name is so strange. We know that in Argentina, things are very complicated. Families have complicated origins. Where does your family come from originally? And how did you come to the cinema? How were you able to become this totally explosive director? Thank you very much indeed for these very moving comments. As to the first question, well, this film could have been called People on the Verge of a Nervous Breakdown. Okay, I very much identify with Almodovar as a director. I love the cinema. I love those kinds of films, and these are films that have no doubt influenced me. These are films that made a mark. Of course, their references were to very daily scenes, very commonplace things. I was talking with someone, and we were saying that a lot of directors talk about their origins, where they come from. Well, my home is the cinema. I have always thought about films and filmmaking throughout my life. There are characters I love. I feel very deeply linked to the cinema and have always been throughout my existence. That's my relationship with the cinema. As you know, like everybody else, we originated elsewhere. Of course, my ancestors, my forebears on my father's side came from Poland, and they fled the Second World War. They were interned in a concentration camp. They jumped out of a train. I wanted to make a film about them, in fact. They were taken prisoners. Okay, so you may ask me, well, why did you make this film? Because you're talking about all this substance for another film. They were taken prisoners by the Nazis, and they jumped out of the train. They ended up in the snow, totally frozen. Then they fled to Italy, and they went to Israel, but they couldn't get into the boat, so they ended up traveling to Latin America. They started out in Paraguay, but Stroessner was there. So what I'm trying to say is that a huge amount of things happened, but they ended up in Argentina, and that's how things panned out. One day, I'll tell you about my father's tale. He absolutely adored the cinema. He was a real cinema buff, and I think my love of the cinema probably comes from my father.